Good evening and welcome to Blueprint Explosive Exclusive. I'm Madhavdas G. A luxury car, a busy spot and a video that has raised more questions than answers. In Bengaluru, a Lamborghini was caught on camera drifting through a central city intersection in early hours. This was the moment that set off the controversy. In these early hours between 2 and 3 a.m., a Lamborghini entered the Anil Kumble circle on MG Road at a high speed. Moments later, it swerved sharply, rotated in near complete circles, creating what's called a donut, and then sped away. This video was captured on surveillance cameras. It quickly spread across social media as well. What it showed was brief, but enough to raise serious concerns. Clearly, of course, the questions that it raises, and in fact, the aspect that are present as far as this video is concerned, is that if this can happen on a public road, isn't it clearly endangering the safety as far as the other citizens are concerned? Look at the fact that there are other cars that are plying even at that late hour on the roads. There are auto rickshaw also seen over there. A closer look at these visuals has made it a very important part of the probe, because the car approaches the junction at high speed. The rear appears to lose grip. The vehicle then rotates in this controlled arc before regaining direction and exiting the frame. Now, we're looking at how the police, the investigators in this case, are examining whether this is deliberate or was this loss of control. Times Now, in fact, went to the location to investigate what really has happened. Here's what we found.
Ricky Rai, the son of the former underworld don Muthappa Rai, he's been embroiled in a controversy over the Lamborghini case. There is a case been registered for Lamborghini doing wheelie on a busy MG road, Anil Kumble Road, in the central business district of Bengaluru, where during the midnight he done a wheelie. Now the FIR was registered on the vehicle, registered at this particular apartment, Raj Mahal apartment in 7E, where we showed our viewers that this is registered under Ricky Rai's name, and the cops have registered the FIR on the vehicle, but not against Ricky Rai. Is it because that he is son of the former underworld don Muthappa Rai, and was there any influence brought in not to name him in the registration of the FIR?
A video of Lamborghini performing dips and donuts in Bengaluru's MG Road went viral on social media. This prompted the Kabban Park Traffic Police to register a case and seize the vehicle. Right now, we're exactly in the same location where the Lamborghini was seen performing such stunts late in the midnight around 2 a.m. Police had suspected that Ricky Rai, son of the late underworld figure Muthappa Rai, was driving the car. However, Rai's lawyer Narayan Swamy has denied it. He described that there was no nuisance, claiming the road was empty at the time and the car skidded due to poor road surface rather than intentional drifting. The lawyer even called the driver talented for regaining control, saying the movement was accidental and not dangerous driving.
Now, according to the FIR registered by the Kabban Park Police, the case has been booked under multiple provisions that deal with reckless and unsafe driving. These include Section 184 of the Motor Vehicles Act, which addresses dangerous driving, and Section 189, which pertains to racing or speed trials on public roads without permission. In addition, Section 281 of the BNS has been invoked related to rash driving that could endanger human life or safety. Now, this FIR was filed against the vehicle registered as KA 05NR 0009 with documents linking it to Ricky Rai, son of former don Muthappa Rai. However, the identity of the driver at the time hasn't yet been established by the police. While the owner's side has maintained that Ricky Rai hadn't been inside the vehicle, it was the driver who was in fact driving it. The lawyer has been giving a rather amusing explanation for this entire sequence of events. Listen in.
ಅವತ್ತು ಗಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಡ್ರೈವರು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ಶಾಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಗಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಅದು ಅವರು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ರೈ ಅವರು ಗಾಡಿ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತು. ಈ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಕಾರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ರೈ ಅವರಿಂದ ಆಗಿರೋಂಥದ್ದಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಏನಂದರೆ, ರಿಕ್ಕಿ ರೈ ಅವರಿಂದ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಗಾಡಿ ಓಡಿಸೋದೇ ಡ್ರೈವರು. ಸೊ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಗಾಡಿ ಓಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅವರು, ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಹಾಗೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ದಿರೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸರ್ ಗಮನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಹೊಡೆದ ಗಾಡಿ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು. ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ತಗೊಂಡು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ಯಾರು ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡೋಲ್ಲ. ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಹೊಡೆದಾಗ ಸ್ಕಿಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೋಡ್ ಸರಿ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇನಾಗಿದೆ, ರೋಡೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮರಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಹೊಡೆದಾಗ ಅದು ಸ್ಕಿಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ತಾನೇ ರೋಡ್ ಅದು ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಂಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದೇನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಇದಾಗ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆಗಿದಷ್ಟೇ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಗಾಡಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಯಿತಾ. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟ್ ಅಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟಲ್ಲೇ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ.
So we should be appreciating the driver's talent is what that lawyer is saying. Can you believe it? Listening to this explanation and definition by Ricky Rai's lawyer, Times Now tried to get in touch with him. In conversation with one of our correspondents, the lawyer further defended his client, calling this an entire case a result of an accident.
This is for Ricky Rai, no, so registered under his name.
100% that car belongs to Ricky Rai, yes.
So how can you deny that he was not that it is not his car or he was not the driver?
Maybe, sir, if it is Ricky Rai car only, but who drive the car? That is important, right? And moreover,
Who was driving the car, sir?
Sir, that is the driver is driving the car.
So, but who was the driver, sir? Can you name the driver?
Just listen.
Yeah.
Just listen.
Yeah.
Sir, who drive the car? Who is the owner? Everything is. Does not a matter. This
No,
is,
but that matters, no, sir. The case is about
sir, this is the
car cannot drive itself, no, sir.
Sir, this is a plead guilty case.
No, the car cannot drive itself. No, somebody has to drive it.
Sir, somebody has a driver at drive. Oh no, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
That is different. Sir, my point, sir, this is plead guilty case, sir. Why this matter is becoming, why you people are giving so much of importance to this case? I don't know.
As the investigation progressed, another detail drew Times Now's attention. The contact number linked to the vehicle's registration did not directly trace back to the owner. When dialed, it reached a man who identified himself as Rahul. Listen into what Rahul, the man whose phone number is mentioned in vehicle records, has to say.
This is about the, there is for the registration of the vehicle of the Lamborghini, which is into controversy about that number is given as yours, saying that this is a Ricky Rai's number. So just wanted to, so was it your number given for the registration of the Lamborghini vehicle?
I have no idea about this. We need to.
Yeah,
I have no idea about this.
So, but Ricky is your friend, right?
I've been back, yeah, but with regards to the number, I have no idea.
All right, let's quickly take this across to our guest now joining us. Sanjay Sahai is a former IPS officer joining us. Also with us is Abha Singh, lawyer and activist joining us from Mumbai. We have Aditya Pratap, who's a lawyer, who's joining us on the show. Arushi Sana is an activist also joining us on the show as well. Sanjay Sahai, coming to you first. Now, we've seen this in various VVIP Brat cases. Unfortunately, in several cases, people have lost their lives on the streets of various parts of the country. And that's the only reason we are doing it, because this is highly irresponsible behavior. On a road where you can see very clearly there is traffic, there's an auto rickshaw parked, there's a moving vehicle as well. Despite all of that, few dozen feet away, he's performing these stunts. We don't know who could have been impacted. Why has it taken so long for the police to even establish who the driver of that vehicle is?
It is, I think, everyone's good fortune who were around in that particular area that their life got saved. Otherwise, in normal sequence of things, lots of lives would have been lost. Why police is not able to find even who the driver is, I think it is very, very strange. Straight away today we are getting into databases of variety of types, and if you connect the two databases together, you will get the driver's name as well. Why it is taking such a long time, and why there is no, there is not a named accused in the FIR. Plus the lawyer, I think he's come from a different planet, and the way he's talking about this incident, it is something most queer which I can think of. Now the driver part is, I'll just explain it to you, that this vehicle would have started from somewhere. And the driver, supposedly if he's a service driver, he would have entered the car somewhere, and there are large number of CCTV cameras which are in that area, and they're also supposed to be AI-enabled cameras. Why they are not able to locate, and I think till some time back they were still looking for the owner. It is something very, very strange, very unprofessional, and something which is leading to such cases over and over again in different parts of the country.
Right. Let me bring in Aditya Pratap. Aditya Pratap, what do you make of this kind of event? I know defense lawyers have a tough job, particularly when the entire action has been caught on camera. But this really takes the cake. He says the vehicle accidentally skid because it's a newly laid road. And the talent of the driver must be appreciated. For what? For doing donuts in the middle of the road.
Well, in our criminal justice system, we have the concept of innocent until proven guilty. Merely because there is a video of the incident does not create a presumption of guilt against the accused. In fact, even in this case also, we have the Bharatiya Nyaya Sahita Motor Vehicles Act. And, there is no concept of presumption of guilt against the accused and the onus being on the accused.
So what are you waiting for? You're waiting for Lamborghini spoiled brats with supercars to start killing people before we take action against them. What are you waiting for?
Where is the killing here? There is no.
No, so you're waiting for the killing. There are killings that have taken place in Pune. There are incidents that have happened in Delhi, in different parts of the country. Don't tell me you're living under a rock, Aditya Pratap. You don't know how spoiled brats have been killing people across the streets of India.
That does not mean that the accused here has killed anyone. So
he has not, but look at the traffic there. Any of those vehicles he could have hit. You don't understand the concept of a risk?
He did not. And secondly,
irrational behavior.
Accused is entitled to
He's entitled to do donuts at 2 a.m. on the middle of a road. What are you talking?
No, probably there was a technical problem. Probably the road was
That's a technical problem. A donut is a technical problem according to you? Is that look like a technical problem to you? Even the lawyer is not saying there's a technical problem. You are cooking up reasons, Mr. Aditya Pratap. I understand you're a lawyer. But you have to be a little responsible because it doesn't matter whether you're from the prosecution or defense. All citizens of India, in all cities of India, face such brats on the roads in every part of the country. And it's unfortunate that people are defending such kind of brash, spoiled brat behavior.
No, when the courts do not why should we prejudge the case? Why should we prejudge the case?
Because there's evidence staring at us in the face, sir. You can't see what this video represents?
By media.
You can't see what this video represents? You think this is responsible behavior?
That's only a video. First and foremost, we also have the era of AI and deepfakes. Let the person who has prepared the video.
Are you saying this is an AI deepfake?
Certificate.
Are you saying this is an AI and a deepfake?
No, we don't know because in law
you don't know.
So
if you don't know, then don't make that assumption because not even the lawyer of the accused is making this assumption. You are jumping to that conclusion.
No, he can make many more. When the matter comes up for arguments, the lawyer can come up with several more arguments. He has every right to.
No, he may come up with whatever arguments he has. But I'm sorry, Mr. Aditya Pratap, if you're going to start defending this kind of behavior, where there's an obvious wrong that has happened, and this has been out there for 4 days. The problem, and let me bring in Abha Singh now. Abha Singh respond to these kind of arguments because it's absolutely bizarre that Saturday this video came out, it went viral on social media. The police still don't know who the driver is. Sounds familiar?
Madhav, if you remember when I was handling the Salman Khan case, hit and run case of Mumbai in Sessions Court, till that time there was no driver driving the car, it was always Salman Khan. But by the time it reached High Court and you had lawyers flying in from Delhi, they put up the same thing. In the last stage of the trial, a driver came and said, I was driving the car. So everybody knew that you have just cooked up a story and trying to jump justice. So yes, I agree that because the lawyer did not tell the driver's name. He says, I forgot. And yes, people are scared to give the CCTV footage because Ricky Rai happens to be the son of an underworld don and everybody is scared the way your Bishnoi gang is killing people. So people are scared for their lives. Even if they have CCTV footage, they will not give. Secondly, police has put such charges and it happens in most of the cases that bailable charges are put. 281 of the BNS is rash driving and which is less than 3 years of imprisonment, so he got bail. So, and also, did they do this medical? Was he drunk or not? None of us know that. So it should have been the first duty of the police to have done his medical and made the case strong. Okay. So definitely, the defense lawyer will say, it may have scared, the roads are bad, it was nothing happened. But yes, something could have happened. There could have been people on the road, there could have been bikers on the road, there could have been party revelers. So we do believe in the law of precaution. Prevention is better than cure. Why not? How can these young brats have the audacity to use public roads for show off of these vehicles?
Absolutely. No, do it in your private space. Endanger your own life if you have to do these stunts. But don't put the public's life at risk, for heaven's sake. We've seen so many accidents and still this is the kind of irresponsible behavior on the streets of our big cities. And before I go across to Arushi Sana, let me quickly, in fact, bring to our viewers what happened when our reporter spoke to a police official who's part of this case and is, in fact, seeking clarity on no direct action being taken so far. When he was asked why Ricky Rai was not even questioned, despite the FIR being linked to his vehicle, The official said that Rai had appeared before the police was examined. He added, while the offence is cognizable, no arrest has been made at this stage. Listen.
So, sir, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸರ್ ಗಾಡಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ನಂಬರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದೆ, ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರ ಲಾಯರ್ ಈ ತರ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಗಾಡಿ ಅವ್ರ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಅಂಡರ್ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅವ್ರ ಬಟ್ FIR ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗಾಡಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗಿರೋದು. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರ ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಹಾಕಿರೋದು
ಡ್ರೈವರ್ ಗಾಡಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. FIR ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ
ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಾರ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು FIR ಏನಾರ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್?
ಗಾಡಿ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರೋ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಗೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಗಾಡಿ